Hello everybody, welcome. So today we're going to go through how to remove the factory Entune system out of the 2014 and up Toyota Tundra. Now this should be the same minus a few wires on the back for JBL and non-JBL systems. So mine is actually the non-JBL. It'll have a few extra plugs. The JBL has fewer plugs and then just goes down to the amplifier under the seat. But anyway, let's just get right on into it. So the first thing you'll need to do is gather a couple of tools. First off, you will need a 10mm socket with an extension and the wrench. I'm just using this one. A 6-inch will do. You may find that if you have a 9 or a 12-inch, it may be a little bit better, but 6-inch will work. And the only other tool that you will need is some type of pry tool. I'm using this nylon pry tool because it's what I have, and I like using this rather than like metal or something like that because it can damage the plastic on the bottom. So that's the only two tools that you really have to have. The other thing that I would suggest, and I don't have it with me, so I'm not going to use it right now, but I've done this enough that I know, how to do this without it, is some type of like blue painter's tape to run down the side here and here to cover over to help keep scratches at bay. Even no matter how careful you are, you can still scratch it. And these are not that easy to take off and have to repaint. So if you can avoid that, then by all means, please do. So I guess let's just get right on into it. The first thing you need to do is grab your pry tool and come down here to the bottom where the USB and 12 volt power ports are. And then the way that I found easiest, and you may find that a different side is easier, but if I come down here beside the on the driver's side, kind of shift it. Let's see if I can shift over here a little bit. Come down between that, wedge it in there a little bit and pry out. You can kind of get it in there. And then you come around to the top. Put the camera back so I can have both hands. Alright, then you come back to the top and kind of pry out a little bit to release those clips. Just be gentle, take your time. You're not in a rush. Just be careful. There you go. And you should be able to pull it out. So that can just stay like that. That does not have to go anywhere. The next thing you do is you come up under your AC controls. It doesn't matter if you have the dual climate like I do or the single, it's the same. You'll just reach up under where you just removed that. Reach up under and gently pull out a little bit, kind of jiggle it a little bit, and it'll come free. And that's it. That's off. If you want to, you can leave that laying there, or you can disconnect the connection and lay it to the side. I'm just going to leave it right there. And now you need to get your handy dandy 10mm if you haven't already lost it, and with your extension. And let me see if I can come up under here and show you where these are. Alright, so there are two. Let me get some light up under here. Alright, so there are 2 bolts, one here, one there, and then 2 more back. I can't really see it. Maybe this will be easier. You can see it back there now. And it's the same thing on that side. There's 4 10mm bolts there. So you need to remove those, and I will do that now. So the thing that I find easiest is to take just the extension, stick it towards the back, and kind of feel around. Alright, there, I got it. And you see where it's 6 inches right here, and it's kind of flush with the radio. So that's where having a 9 or a 12-inch extension would come in very handy. Let's see here. But 6 inches doable. Alright, so that has started. Then I'm come over to this other side. Do the same thing. There we go. It's kind of just feeling around. I mean, you could get down there and see, but I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Alright, you just want to loosen it. And then I'm going to do the two on the bottom, because I can see them. Alright. And this one. Alright, so now I take my wrench, my ratchet, I set it to the side, and then I just take my extension with the socket on the end, because it's just easier for me to do this. And then I finish unscrewing it. I take like my thumb and put tension pressing on the bolt, and I'll take my other hand and loosen the bolt. It helps if you have like a magnetized socket or something like that, because you can easily drop this bolt back there. But if you come down at an angle and pull out, you don't have the bolt. Okay. I can feel it. Barely. Alright. Well, now I get to go fishing. Alright, I guess let me get the rest of these, because that one may come out with the unit. Alright. There's one. There's two. Alright. Nope, that one don't want to come out either. Okay. So if you're in this predicament and you can't really get the bolts out, they're loose, but they're just not out yet. What I have found is you can go ahead and pull the radio out. Some, just be careful, and then you should be able to get those bolts. If you have a magnet on like one of those magnetized sticks or something, you can use that to reach up in there and pull it out. I don't have one of those handy, so I'm going to do this. To pull the unit out, you have to be kind of careful, because there's the bolts are holding it down here, but there's two clips on one on either side. You can reach behind the unit, and what I like to do is take one side at a time. So you take this and kind of jiggle until it comes loose, and then you come on this side and kind of jiggle until it comes loose. And now, not only did I drop the bolts, I dropped the clips, because as you can see, there's clips supposed to be right here, in here. They are not there. But my bolts are right here and right here. So that's those. Now, if you lost your clips, typically they'll be sitting back here. And for those of you that are worrying about the wires, just hold on. You just kind of be careful and feel around. There's like a little pocket back here where the air duct is. It'll fall back there sometimes. But there is some sharp metal back here, so you have to be careful. And I feel it. Alright. And I got it. So, these things come off a lot. But it's usually only on the top of the radio. So, I'll get to that in a second. But what we do next is we unplug the cables from the unit. Alright, bear with me. I don't have my camera guy with me, so having to make do. Alright, so this black wire with your foam on it is going to be your GPS antenna. GPS is actually up under the speaker right there in the center, so you will need to unplug that. This one right here is going to be your antenna for the radio. You can unplug that. This gray one is going to be your USB for your deal down on the bottom. It's just a little, it's a little harder. You got to kind of pinch towards the front of it to release it. And it wants to be a little cantankerous at times. So what I found is you can use your trusty little tool here and actually press the release. See how I'm pressing on the very front of that? And then pull that out. Now you want to pull your, get those out of the way. One of your harnesses, it's just a little click, undo. Another one, click and undo. And then this, I don't. Okay, let's try that again without dropping the camera. These I don't normally undo because they just go from part of the unit to the other. So we'll do this, undo this big one, which it is not just one, it is two. Undo. Come on. It wants to be a little crazy too. Alright, that's your 6-pin. And then, alright, that one. Alright, now this black one that goes into your main harness is actually your Sirius XM radio antenna. It looks identical to the GPS. And that is the back of the non-JBL unit. And now you have no radio. So that's about it. Now that is how you remove the Entune radio from the 2014 and up Toyota Tundra. I believe this is actually changed in the 2020s. I haven't had a chance to get one of those in my hands, so I can't say whether the mounts are the same or not. The plugs are going to be different, I know, and the plugs are going to be different for the JBL system. But if you have any questions or comments, just let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a big old thumbs up. If you want to see more stuff like this, hit that subscribe button and click the bell notification up beside it so it'll notify you whenever I upload a video. And until next time, y'all have a great day.